If you want to get a complete system that makes melting fat easy and is 100% automated, then I want you to go to the link that's on the bottom of your page right now. YouTube doesn't let me make that link clickable, so you're actually going to have to type it into your browser, or I also put the copy of the link in the description, so you can click on that or type it into your browser. Alright, for now enjoy the video, and after you're done with this video, make sure to go to that link to get a complete fat melting system.
So one of those game changers that you normally don't think about that's really holding you from losing that weight, getting in shape, and getting that six-pack is liquid. You know, what you drink throughout the day. A lot of times you'll be following our eating plan and following the right type of foods that you should be eating, and then you're not even thinking about what you're drinking, and you might be drinking juice and soda and alcohol, and those are really the three main things that you have to watch out for. It's juice, soda, and alcohol, and they really add up. You know, if you're drinking 3 cans of soda a day, 3 12-ounce cans of soda a day, you're talking about 550 calories, 560 calories, somewhere around there. And just by cutting out 1 or 2 or 3 sodas a day, you're talking about that's another pound off every week. So it really adds up, and these little things, when we really get them under control, you see a huge difference. Like we always talk about in all the videos. You take away 10 little things, and now you're talking about taking away 10 pounds. So they make really big differences. Alex, what are some key things to watch out for when you're drinking juice and drinking alcohol and soda and all that?
All right, so the biggest thing is to know that the soft drinks are manufactured to not only make you more thirsty, but to make you addicted to their drinks, right? So if you look at the ingredients in something like a Coke can, Coca-Cola can, they actually have salt in there, and they also have sugar. If you look at it, Coke can has a lot of sodium, and obviously it has a lot of sugar. Now what they're trying to do by putting salt in there is make it so that you never really can quench your thirst. It makes you super addicted to it. So the first thing to do is to completely eliminate, and I know they can be addicting if you're addicted to it, and make a serious goal to stop drinking any kind of soda, because they really are the enemy of weight loss. I know there's some simple math that if you just drink what is the math? That you gain 1 pound of pure fat for every I forget how many cans you drink of Coke.
So you can drink a Coke, I think it's about 10 or 12 cans of Coke, and you're talking about gaining like 1 pound of pure fat. So it's really quick, and it sneaks up on you. Every day you're drinking 3 to 4 cans, and it's really bad. And like Alex said, the best thing you can do for soda and drinking these drinks is to just totally cut it out and set your goal. But one of the things that I use for a lot of my clients to help them, I'll give you an example. One of my clients, she eats really well. And she's about 290 pounds, or she was 290 pounds. She was really overweight, and she was never losing weight. And I sat down with her, and like, Adriana, what's going on? What's the problem? And she's like, oh, I eat good. And I'm like, write down everything you eat. So long story short, she drinks about 7 big glasses of juice every day, all kinds of different kinds of juices. The regular juice you buy at your regular at the store, orange juice, apple juice, the sugar-induced juices that you buy, and she drinks a huge amount of those. So she really couldn't get off. I told her, you gotta stop, and this went on for a couple months. And that's the best way, by the way, just to stop, period. But if you can't do that, we can do little techniques. So I'm like, okay, for the next 4 days, you're just gonna take out, instead of doing 7 glasses, you're gonna do 6 glasses. And she did that. And then I said, for the next 3 days after that, when she accomplished that, you're going to do 5 glasses instead of 6. And we slowly worked down. Now she's doing about half a glass a day, or she's not even really drinking juice anymore. And long story short, in 6 months, she's lost 70 pounds of pure fat. I'll show you guys pictures later. I know it's like, this is for men, but the same thing applies to women. She lost a crazy amount of weight, doing nothing else. She stuck to the plan and everything as far as the food and the working out, but it wasn't doing anything when she was drinking so much juice. So she stuck to the plan with the juice, took it all out, and now she's down in weight, and she'll keep on getting down, and she's getting closer and closer to her goal weight.
All right, so those are the first 2 enemies to rapid fat loss. And really, if you're currently drinking a lot of juice or Coke, you can even get excited, because they're one of the highest leverage points in order for you to start melting fat quickly. If you transfer from fruit juices or Cokes and soft drinks into the alternatives that we're gonna give you in this video, you're literally gonna be able to make a massive transformation, because it's really pure sugar and pure fat. So avoiding fruit juices and avoiding carbonated drinks like Coke and Sprite, all those kinds of things are obviously bad for you. You probably already know that.
Hey, what's going on? If you're enjoying the video so far, do me a huge favor and click on the like button below. You'll get your good deed for the day out of the way. It helps me out a lot. Also, go ahead and subscribe and leave a comment. Something as simple as good video or I enjoyed the video. It really helps me out with YouTube. Alright, here's the rest of the video.
Another thing I want to talk about that some people don't know is diet sodas, diet drinks. All those diet products contain aspartame, and aspartame, while it might not have calories, it's been proven to actually give cancer to rats, and is just linked to a whole bunch of really horrible health damages to your body. So definitely eliminate all the diet products as well. So far, the common drinks to avoid are the fruit juices that are high in sugar. We got Cokes, we got Diet Cokes as well, any kind of sodas that are diet, any kind of sodas in general, with Sunkist, Sprite, whatever it is. So really, these high sugary drinks are one of the main reasons why even kids are getting diabetes now. So, type 2 diabetes is now becoming more and more common in children, and one of the biggest reasons why is because of these soft drinks. They're in school everywhere. They get them. There's vending machines in school. They get sodas with their lunch. They get sodas for a snack. And what happens is these sodas are constantly spiking their insulin throughout the day. There's no place in nature where you can get all that sugar naturally. If you look at a sugar cane, in order to get even 1 gram of sugar, you have to do a lot of work and actually scoop it out. So just technology in this sense has made it super easy to process sugar and be able to stuff it inside of a little can, and it's spiking insulin, and it's really one of the worst things, not just for getting pure fat, but for your health, to completely destroy your health and to spike your insulin, to give you highs and lows in terms of energy. Getting rid of sodas and all these sugary drinks we're talking about is going to help you immensely for giving you a more stable mood, and giving you clearer focus, and getting rid of those highs and lows that soda can give you.
And there's one more thing that we really want to talk about as far as liquids go and drinking is alcohol. We really, we want you to stop drinking alcohol, period. Alcohol is really not that good for you. I know, you could do the whole glass of wine thing a day, red wine, and, the studies that say it's good for your heart. But as far as, chain drinking, going out and drinking, 5 glasses of tequila and all that stuff, it's not good for your health. It breaks down your muscles, and on top of that, it's adding those calories, just like, drinking a can of soda. You drink a couple of those, and next thing you know, you've ingested 500-600 calories. And with alcohol, it's even easier because, you got those mixed drinks and everything with all the sugar liquors and the mixers and all that. And next thing you know, you're drinking 800 calorie drinks a piece, and 3 of those, and you're killing yourself. You're destroying your whole week as far as burning fat and melting fat and ripping up.
Yeah. So if you are going to do it, we really recommend, obviously, not do it.
But here are all the substitutes now.
If you're going to do it, don't mix the alcohol with the sugary drink. Use soda water, use tonic. If you're going to mix it, I personally think Tequila Gold Agave is one of the healthiest kinds of liquor you can have. Obviously, I think beer is one of the worst ones you can have. It's filled with sugar. Even the light beers are really not so good for you, and give you obviously the beer belly and all that kind of thing.
So what liquors would you recommend?
So if I was going to pick one drink that's going to be the healthiest, I would do something like tonic water, Tequila Gold made out of 100% agave, and I would do some lime and lemon on there, and it'd just be a little drink. It's not going to spike your insulin.
Vodka and rum are good as well.
Yeah, those are good as well. I read some studies that the tequila made from 100% agave actually doesn't spike your insulin as much, and it's actually healthier. But this is just what I've researched and what works best for me. I know for sure that if you are going to drink something, do whatever you can to not mix the sugar with the alcohol, because that's the absolute poison, and it's going to completely mess up all the progress and all the hard work you did throughout the week if you exercise and you eat right. Not to mention, if you drink too much, you most likely are going to be going to a drive-through and maybe eating some fast food.
They link together.
Yeah.
That's like the what they call the gateway drug. That's like the gateway drink. Once you get to drinking, next thing you know, it's 3 a.m. and you're at a fast food restaurant, like Alex said. On top of that 2,000 calories you already ingested, you're talking about another 2,000, and these are all like nutritionless calories. You know,
and you're having them right before you go to bed as well.
Exactly.
So you're going to be stored purely stored for fat. So really, the best thing is to avoid it. Avoid that post-drinking binge as well.
Hey, real quick, one more thing before you go. I want to make sure you know that there is no correlation between how hard you work and how much fat you melt or how much muscle you build. Alright? There's enough science, enough data out there that there's absolutely no correlation between hard work and results. Alright? There's a difference between movement and achievement. Alright? If you want to learn my best tips, what I call the 5% hacks that allow you to get maximum results, maximum fat loss, maximum lean muscle gain, I want you to go to the link that's on the bottom of this page, or you can click on the link in the description. Alright, you're going to get a complete system for melting fat in an intelligent and streamlined system. I'll see you there.